our high school bag.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are probably wondering like, who are these people? How they meet? I guess we can kind of like jump into like I guess like our origin story.
The origin,
right? The origin story.
The Sweeterman origin story.
Yeah. So I mean, we all really met in high school. Actually, all four of us, Slade included. It was a brand new high school that was built. And somehow we all ended up there. Well, T's a little bit. He's a year younger than me, so he was still in middle school at the time. So he didn't come in until about maybe a year later, right? So
yeah. I was a young blood out there, but I worked my way.
He came in. So, I mean, really, what brought us all together was basketball. We all tried out for the team. At the time, me and Will were on the team. Slade was the manager.
The assistant manager.
He wasn't the manager. He was the assistant manager.
I give my guys Steve some props, though.
But seriously, shout out to managers. I think that's really important in basketball.
Oh, absolutely.
Too.
Yo, they held us down.
I mean, yeah.
Well, Steve just held us down.
Steve held us down. But,
yeah, Steve held us down.
But Slade was there. And I think so. We all built a relationship, and a year later, T comes to high school, and then we start building that relationship with him when he's on the basketball team, and that's kind of how that formed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I was fresh new. I mean, I came from I'm from Japan. Lived in America for like a year. I was in Oklahoma, Midwest City, for about 1 year, and then I moved out to here in Tampa. So, it was definitely a new experience for me. And that's kind of how I ended up here,
Damn. What's in Oklahoma? Yeah, that's a major. I don't know a damn thing besides Westbrook. Well, not anymore. But.
Well,
sorry guys. Sorry, Thunder fans.
I mean, when I was there, that was when Katrina happened.
Oh wow. Okay.
So actually, the Hornets was in Oklahoma at the time.
Oh shit.
Because their thing. So I got to watch a Hornets and Spurs game, and it was pretty dope. But no, I mean, Oklahoma, I mean, it's cool. Like, where I lived was kind of in the inner city, so if you've been in Midwest City, then you know what I'm talking about. But that's cool. I mean, I've gone the more rural area, however you say
Wizard of Oz, I feel like.
Yeah,
what's out there, bro? Like,
yeah, the rural area.
There's buffalo. There's like buffalo and stuff out there, and a lot of Indian, the Trail of Tears, like the Cherokee stuff. So my mom used to make us go to all those museums and appreciate the Indians and the Native Americans. So shout out to y'all too. But it was a good time. I mean, that was cool. I was only there for about a year, and then I moved out here, and I've been here since. Yeah, that's it for me.
Shit. My origin coming from high school. I was probably 15 when I moved here. Freaking man, I was like in Yonkers, New York, and what's underrated with that is like it's a little bit of everywhere though. Like I was right next to the Bronx. Like I was like literally like right across the street. Like 10 minutes was the 161st Street, the Yankee Stadium. Good ass time. But damn, like culture change for sure though. The minute I got here, seeing like fucking like cows, sheep, like right across my backyard. Yeah. I'm like, because I grew up in an apartment, and everything around me was just like apartments and like some like rural areas too, but not really. And it was just city life. But here, like everything here's like slowed down a little bit. And Tampa was like always progressing. I think there was a lot of fucking like wildlife here.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like one thing I haven't gotten used to is like I think living like in the city, like even in Japan, like walking by someone, you don't say hi to them, you don't greet them. But over here, people will try to have a full length conversation.
Yeah, like, hey, how you doing? I know you're probably late for work, but nice time.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Fuck out of here. I need to go.
So yeah, that's one thing that's definitely a culture shock.
Absolutely.
But T, you've been here for a minute now, huh?
Yeah, I've been here for a minute too. It was actually a culture shock for me because I moved after 2001. I was in New York. September 11th happened, and then November I was here in Florida.
Oh, wow, you just moved after 9/11?
Yeah, just like that. So it was like.
Oh, so you were over there when 9/11 happened?
Yeah.
What was it? Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, it was in Brooklyn. Yeah, so it was real tragic, So.
How was it though? Like.
Damn.
I mean, it was just like everything was shut down.
Yeah, 9/11 was scary, bro. I remember that shit vividly. That shit was nuts.
Yeah.
Like everything was like blacked out. Like I never experienced a blackout. It was like multiple days. Like people were like literally like running in the streets, like going crazy. Like, first responders, like you seen like on the news where people had like like they call that emergency electricity.
Okay.
Like they put on the news and like it was like literally like everybody was like their hearts went in there like like hurting, like it was so crazy, like it was just like literally like
it was a lot going on.
I can't really explain it.
So like we didn't really know what was going on.
I was at school too when that happened, and like everybody was like, "Yo, evacuate the school! Like the buses are on the way! Like we gotta go! You gotta go to your homes, be with your family."
You were about 8, maybe.
I was probably like
Yeah, I was like 8 when it happened.
Yeah, I was like 8. I was like something like that, 8, 9.
Yeah.
9. Yeah, it was scary, bro. Fucking use the can. I never saw a candle being lit in my house until that day. Because we always had electricity.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Serious.
Privilege. All right, bro.
I know.
Yeah, but it was but going back down here though, it was a mad culture shock. Like, in Brooklyn, it's pretty diverse, area. So I see people look like me, I see people don't look like me. It's whatever, it's cool. But when I get down here, the first spot I went to was like a Sonny's barbecue.
Oh, Sonny's barbecue.
So I stepped in. I was like, man, I'm the only one that looked like me. What's going on?
Damn.
So, like when people they were, wearing camo or whatever, I thought like that's for like the military.
Yeah, like some
maybe it's fashionable. Like down here, people like they use that camo was like their life. So I was kind of confused. I was like,
no one had camo up there north.
No camo up north.
No.
So.
What's like fucking Sean John Echo, Lot 29.
Yeah, I mean, it was the early 2000s. But I mean, we still wear that out here, right? I mean, for...
Camo?
No, not camo, but I mean... I feel like Sean John, all the baggy stuff. I don't know. I feel like, meeting you guys and shit, like, it was kind of cool. Like, I don't really remember how
cool.
Like, when we met...
This guy, Russ,